Hello everybody, and welcome back to the League of Dracula. This is game number 1 from a quarter-final match between Pizzawizard and Aerol. So yeah, we've just jumped into the game, and Dracula has been discovered in Granada. So I've missed some things, clearly. And also, it's caught me off guard because this is not the Pizzawizard setup. Because it's Pizzawizard's not even playing Hunters. It's Aerol playing Hunters. So yeah, I don't know what's been happening. Oh look! Wow. Okay, so we know where he is. He's in Cardiff. Nice. Yeah, as Pizzawizard just said, CG Duke would have been legendary. Now that would be an amazing first round if you obtained Hard Scouts and CG and all three Heavenly Hosts. So yeah, apologies for the title. That will get fixed after the fact. According to the spreadsheet, Pizzawizard was going to play Hunters first. So yeah, I don't know what all that's about. But fair enough. Pizzawizard was able to pick. Say hi, thanks for hi, Jordi. Ketal. Yeah, we are here for this quarterfinal. Very exciting stuff. Mina's already moving. Off she goes to Paris. Interesting startup here by Aerol having Sud in the east. We've seen some Hunter pairs. I think it was also Quincy did that setup, right? Then had two Hunters separated between Marseille and Genoa. But Aerol put both in Milan. We saw Landschack do the same thing, but both in Marseille. So really interesting sort of what's the word I want to say? Innovation of sort of the different Hunter setups. Definitely trying to counter the east. I don't know how I feel about them both being in Milan. I'd probably prefer them both being in Marseille, just slightly close to Iberia, on a better rail line to get up into the... But then there's a good rail line connection up to Strasbourg, so it wouldn't be that bad, I suppose. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Also very brave to do this sort of Hunter innovation in a quarterfinal against the reigning champion. But that's something you get. Yeah, also apologies. Roscoe was meant to be joining me, but unfortunately he's feeling a little bit under the weather, so is bailed out. But that's okay. I'll run solo. That's no problem. We've got everything up and running, so I'll just leave it be and not tinker with it. I'll fix the title and such after the fact. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I threw that introduction, that little intro clip, together during the last week. I do wonder how many people actually see it, because obviously with live streams and stuff, and also my normal videos, people might skip it. But that's okay, thank you very much. So... Roscoe is watching, for now. Not maybe though, but that's okay. So, we know that Pizzawizard went to Cardiff after Granada. We don't know where he's gone since, so it could be Madrid now. Bit of a risk of Mina ticketing down, but it's only Mina. So how bad would it really be if only Mina bumbles into you? Just Agatha in play. That's really nice. Oh, thank you, Fangs, but that's okay. I'm kind of worried that if I try to sort of tab out in order to go to Discord, the whole thing might just crash. My computer seems to do that. I don't know if it's because I'm using a second monitor that it doesn't like, or it's just my computer being weird, I don't know. That's okay, but thank you. Wax cylinders. Not bad. Okay, so no hiding in Cardiff. That's a good thing to know. Where is that? That's the thing I want. So, left Alicante on the trail. Probably makes sense at this point since it's discovered so early. He's probably not going to return there. So, you know, nice, easy location to lair afterwards. Normally you wouldn't. You would normally misdirect your first location, but given it was discovered so early, and if Pizzawizard doesn't think he's going to return there, so he doesn't need to, you know, misdirect it to allow him to return there, then maybe he doesn't have to, but still he might lair it and then clear the lair and then return. to that location. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what Pizzawizard was planning. Somewhat makes sense that he started in Iberia, given the fact that the closest hunters would be Mina and Godalming in Milan. That's why I think I would prefer Marseille with this setup. It's just a little bit closer. You can rail 3 down to Saragossa in one day. Just that little extra, you know, just that little extra movement could be the difference. Oh. Okay. We're gonna have some early combat, people. Shame there's no renewed vigor because Van Helsing can't get in. But Mina, if Mina has a good ticket, she might be able to get into this fight. And she has a knife. Now, she would have supplied that first, I reckon. I'm surprised they didn't trade it off and then trade back, but never mind. This... okay, this is going to be very interesting. Very interesting stuff. We're going to have a very bloody... Oh, never mind. I was going to say a very bloody beginning, but never mind. It's not going to be a 2-on-1. Does Godalming have anything? Nope. Okay, no Hurric Leap. Has opted for the trade in Le Havre rather than prioritizing a 2-on-1. He seemed to take that decision very quickly. Maybe he's just thinking, well, Godalming's not going to die, so it's fine. If anyone's just tuning in, I've seen the numbers have gone up. Hello, this is a quarterfinal match between Aerol playing as Hunters and Pizzawizard playing as Dracula. I know the title is wrong. I will fix that in due course. Nice Heavenly Host, but also a nice plotting. Agatha is in play, though, remember. So if Dracula fangs try and get a little bit of health back, Aggie will cancel it. So actually not a bad idea to have played Heavenly Host first, and also the plotting isn't as advantageous in this situation with Agatha. So this is a situation where Agatha is really good. Not as good as Rufus. See? This is what happens, Roscoe, if you listen to this back afterwards. You don't join me, you can't argue with me. Anyway. So yeah, good full damage already. The problem is, what's Aerol going to do after the fact? Is this Granada thing just going to get ignored? We'll have to see. Mesmerize. Punch? No. Rifle. Okay, Bold would have gone with Rifle, to be honest. I probably would have expected a Mesmerize. Because what Dracula's going to try and do here is can't re-kill Godalming, so best case scenario is just try to get a bite, so at least you get 1 point out of this. It's either going to be a Strength or a Mesmerize, I feel, in that situation. And Mesmerize is more likely because it stops the escape. Godalming might be looking just to do 4 damage and then instantly leave. So I would have probably punched if I was Godalming. I wouldn't fear a clause so much in that situation. Strength. Good idea. Okay. Garlic. Nice. Is there a Holy Bullet? Well, now we've seen the garlic, no, but by the time you spoke, by the time you typed that fangs, that was a very obvious sort of reaction. It could have been Holy Bullets. But in this case, no. Yeah, Peter was starting aggressive, moving towards the Hunters, but also Aerol is not seemingly very scared, and John's going to be a little bit careful here. Fang in. Yeah, because to counter the Escaper's Bat. There's also another reason maybe why you play Rifle there. I don't know, would you fear Escaper's Bat in this situation? Ooh, yeah, Escaper's Bat to Marseille, and then a Wolf form up to... Ooh, yeah. Would you rather take the bite as Godalming rather than let Dracula escape his bat? He loses an encounter. He didn't ambush with Zaragoza. So maybe. Oh, and he has blood transfusion. Alright, if he can get that traded around, he might be able to get that point off. I don't know who'd be happy with that. Dracula took 4 solid damage. Aggie didn't stopped it from healing. I don't know. I still think that kind of went in Dracula's favour a little bit. Escape's Bat would have been really good, though. I feel maybe as Hunters there, you could maybe try to bait... Oh, no, he's going to get fanged no matter what, right? Dodging doesn't do anything. Because of the plotting. Which is also maybe another reason why you don't punch there, because if he mesmerizes you, he can just cancel the punch. Right. Yeah, that plotting was actually pretty good. Yeah, the plotting's actually not too bad. in the end, that actually caused a lot of problems there. As soon as he got mesmerized, there was no way he'd be able to stop the Fang unless you got double anti-Fang. You got like Garlic Knife, and you just keep rotating between them. So actually, yeah, I'd say that somewhat worked in Dracula's favor. It all depends. Is Gadami going to try to stop Granada? Well, he hasn't got a stake, so I assume. Okay, he's going to Madrid, so I guess he is going to try and do Granada, but then it has to be an aristocratic. If it's a fighting vampire, he's going to find it quite difficult to deal with that, especially now that Pizzawizard knows his 2 items. But Pizzawizard's going to be a little bit careful here, because he's got... even if they just ignore Granada, or if just Gadami does with Granada, then nothing else, unless the other things mature, you've got 3 hunters that can close in around you pretty quickly, so you do have to be a little bit careful here. Where's he going? Marseille. I like that move a lot. Marseille would be a great wolf form spot, and based on Suid's position, we assume that Suid can't get to Marseille tomorrow. Since I assume he doesn't have horses. He might have horses. I doubt it. They've not really supplied many items. Okay, this I like. I like this a lot. Stop Dracula from getting onto ports. Force him to either go into Clermont-Ferrand or wolf form now. If he can wolf form now, and then jump on him with potentially 2 or maybe even 3 hunters if they've got a chartered carriage or sense of emergency kicking around, Dracula could be in a world of hurt. Unless, I assume he's in Toulouse, he could well be in Barcelona now. Or in Santander. Yeah, Aerol's known to be playing quite aggressive, so... Pizzawizard, here's the thing, Pizzawizard and Aerol have actually played quite a lot against each other. They played against each other in the Phase 3 of the league, and I think, yeah, Pizzawizard won both occasions. They played against each other in the very first League of Dracula. Did they play in the second league? I'm trying to think. Aerol was with Met King and Humperdinck and Pirate Joe and Pizzawizard. Yeah, they've played in every single League of Dracula tournament. So they definitely know each other. I must admit, out of all the players, when I saw this, when we came up with this sort of league format, and I was realizing, oh, there's a greater chance I'll play against lots of different players. The one player I really want to play against is Aerol, because we've never played against in tournaments before. But just the way the draws worked out, it's not going to happen unless we make it both to the final. But no, instead, Aerol's got to deal with Pizzawizard instead. That's Aerol's prize for beating Skybreaker in the previous round. Here's the #1 seed for you. Never lucky. But anyway, Aerol will give as good as he's got, and if he plays very aggressively, and Pizzawizard is not... Oh! It's just sacking off Granada. Why would you move to Madrid then? Oh, right, okay. Right. He is in... So he's in Clermont-Ferrand now. I don't even know if that... Is that good information to know? Can you act on it now? That's the problem. Unless Seward can get to Clermont-Ferrand. If there's a sense of emergency, then this is good. Because you could get 2 strong hunters in there. Interesting. Does he want to clear Toulouse? So then if Granada matures and everything else gets wiped from the trail, Toulouse is dealt with. So it's only Clermont-Ferrand. Oh, hang on. Oh, using sense of emergency now? Oh, no. Onto Dracula's space. Oh, man, I don't know if I like that. Oh, no. I think you had to play the odds there that he was in Clermont-Ferrand. I think you had to move Seward first. I understand why you don't, because if he's suddenly hiding... But I think if he's hiding in Toulouse, that's good. Because you can still block Marseille. You got 3 hunters... 2 hunters on a rail line to Barcelona. I don't know. Oh, wow, he played Fog. Okay. Maybe a good thing he didn't move in with both. Never mind. Ignore me. But then again, if Van Helsing can clear Toulouse, then suddenly there's no trail to deal with. So Dracula's actually in a bit of a pickle. But that's Seward's only movement. So, yeah, we'll have to see. I quite like the Psychic Scan, but at the same time... Oh man, he's on a night fight now with a vampire. Oh dear. If me... I mean, again, it maybe doesn't matter because it was a fog, but if Mina... I guess you don't use the sense of emergency. Well, why wouldn't you just move Mina in first then? It tells you the same thing, more or less, if it's Clermont-Ferrand. I guess he wanted to make really sure. Okay. Nice claws, nice escape. Okay. 4 damage, but also escaping the vampire. That's good too. Is there a forewarned? I don't know. This is the issue. I mean, Van Helsing has no events. Mina has no events. Seward only... Oh, wow, so there is no forewarned, because Seward didn't use it. Unless he chose not to use it, because why would you use it? Save the forewarned for later? Yeah, I mean, I understand why there's the fog, right? You count the number of events they've got and realize, okay, they haven't got many events, so the chances of me getting jumped on. But the thing is now, what's Dracula going to do now? A Wolfhorn from Clermont-Ferrand is better than Toulouse. You can get to all the same locations as you can from Toulouse. You can't get as far into Iberia, but that's probably fine. But you can get into Santander, but you can also do that from Toulouse. But because Clermont-Ferrand is one space further up, you can get to places like Le Havre and Brussels and Strasbourg with that wolf form. So that's pretty good. So it's a better wolf form location than Toulouse. Yeah, good protection from the 3v1 or 4v1 with renewed vigor, but now Dracula's down a fog because of the maturation of the vampire. There are now there's not going to be a lot of encounter shuffling in terms of putting things into layers. So yeah, Dracula's going to be stuck with this hand for quite a bit. He might get lucky and draw the second fog, but he might not. So we'll have to see. How much movement do the hunters have left? That's the question. Do they have horses? This is a real pickle for hunters when they know where potentially Dracula is, but then... Oh? Marseille? Interesting. Okay, they want to gang up on the vampire, but why move down into Marseille? Why don't you just check Brussels? It's like the furthest location. You want to try to rule out Brussels and Strasbourg as quickly as possible. I don't know about the Marseille move. I don't know how I feel about that. I think you stay put a supply or you move up to Brussels. I feel that'd be better. But we'll see. Anyway, day fight. Van Helsing hasn't healed, by the way. So if they don't kill this vampire quickly, this could be a problem. I mean, I've tried to do this before. When you play aggressive hunters, you can really run out of steam. Especially if you're not very well equipped before you start, jumping onto Dracula. If you start using your only movement event, Sense of Emergency, there's no horses to follow it up. Strength. Nice strength. What? Why would you send Van Helsing in? If I assume Sud has a stake, but why delay Van Helsing? You've lost a day action for that. Oh, he says lol misclick. What? I assume the misclick on the delay, I assume. Oh no, so Van Helsing's lost a day action now. Oh wow. But that's the thing, like, he could be in Saragossa now, because the vampire matured before he had a wolf form. So he could be in Saragossa now, could be in Barcelona, could be in Santander. So, and because they can't... Oh, a Psychic Scan would have been really good here. Delay to bluff. I don't think a day delay is worth the bluff. Seward can heal up well enough, I think. I don't think you need to bluff that. But now they can heal. A Psychic Scan would be really nice here to discover if he was in Gallia or not. But the issue is then you've got to check Iberia or, yeah, like Geordie's saying, Genoa, Zurich. You got a lot of Italia to search. Mina can't easily get into Italia unless she has a horse and she can get to Geneva, and then somebody can move up into Geneva again. Yeah, good bluff. The joys. So, yeah, I don't know. And I feel like what's going to happen here is by the time the hunters actually supply up well enough, they can actually do anything. And or discover Dracula. Dracula's got another whole week of trail, plus a rumor token they have to deal with. And then he's able to feed. And then all that early potential aggression really wasn't worth it. Even if there wasn't a fog in Clermont-Ferrand, it was more likely going to be a damaging encounter, then suddenly it's Seward and a one-on-one at low health. Don't know. I feel like Van Helsing should have moved in first. And, I mean, all of them would have been fogged, so in hindsight it didn't really matter. But still. And this is the thing, like, Hunter items remaining hidden and only being revealed through dealing with encounters and stuff is a source of unpredictability and uncertainty for Dracula, but the other uncertainty are the events. But if Dracula can count and see that there are very few events in the Hunter's hands, then that's not very much for Dracula to worry about. And you can really time ambushes of fogs and things to your advantage. Good... Oh, wait. Good luck on Mina? And what was on Godalming? A lucky find. Okay. The chance of him beating Gallia this turn is very unlikely. He would be in Gallia last turn. The problem is now he could be in Iberia, or Germania, or Italia. So yeah. The, the delayed psychic scan actually doesn't tell you a huge amount. Unless Dracula's trying to be sneaky. And staying in Gallia, but... I don't think in this situation Pizzawizard would be aiming to play sneaky. Right, if the hunters have to supply a week to get set up with horses and such, Dracula's built a really large lead. So we're kind of back to square one, but a week later. Hypnosis would have been nice. Yeah, Hypnosis would have been great. That'd be a really ideal time to play it. That'd put a lot of pressure on Dracula. If it was Italia, maybe not, because he could sneak into Munich and then go east. But it'd still give you a general sense of direction of where to go in, rather than being, oh goodness, is he Iberia or Italia or Germania heading east, or Germania going north? Hello to everybody. I know Jordian, thanks for fire writing in the chat. I see there are other people watching. Hello, hello. It's okay if you want to lurk, that's fine. And there's no issue with that, but feel free to say hi in the chat if you're able to. Put in your predictions. Where do you think Dracula is right now? Blood transfusion. There it is. Nice. Okay, so Godami's lost his bite, but we know what the event and thingy is. Event and item. Things in Italy. Now. So what? He's maybe gone Zurich, Munich, Venice? Or has he gone Genoa, Florence, Rome? Yeah. Going down the boot. And then can go leave in either direction. If he thinks they don't have Hypnosis, they don't have Money Trail. Sure, why not? Why not? I mean, a rollercoaster start to this game. Remember, if you're just tuning in, oh, you went to Zurich. Interesting. This is the number 9 seed Aerol play against the number 1 seed Pizzawizard. The title is wrong. I will fix it post game. Pizzawizard obviously had a bye into the quarterfinals. Finishes up. Wow, that's a very good newspaper report. Alright, he's gone east. Now, the question is, do the Hunters have movement to deal with that? If they don't, Pizzawizard's laughing. It's very unlikely that anything will mature, but maybe Dracula will never get jumped on if they don't have movement. Yeah, Aerol beat the number 8 seed Skybreaker in the first round of the knockouts. We actually had a shock, if anyone doesn't know, in the first round of the knockouts. All 4 games were won by the lower seed. The higher seeds were tumbling. So as of now, based upon the 3 quarterfinal games that have already been played, the higher seed has won in all 3 of them. But none of the ties are over because all of them are best of 3s. So it's, we've only had the first game of every quarterfinal so far. This is the 4th quarterfinal for the first game, and then later on this week we'll have game 2 of all the quarterfinals, and then maybe game 3 if it needs to get sent to a tiebreaker. So yeah. So currently the higher seeds are in the winning positions, but anything can happen. We've already seen shocks in the first round, so there's no reason why there can't be any more. For my sake, I hope I won't be a statistic and get knocked out, but we'll have to see. So yeah, Dracula went into Zurich. There's a lair there. Not a lair, there was a spy. Good army got rid of his pistol. His rifle. Goodness me, I'm misspeaking today. So next stop, Munich. Probably east. I don't see any reason here why Dracula would not just go straight into the east. If he's ascertained that sense of emergency is being used and there are not many horses, seemingly, then there's no reason why he wouldn't. No second rumor token, but I actually don't mind that too much. I think laying them down when Dracula's sort of forced to sea out of the east is probably the smart thing to do. Or if a state gets burned on a hoax on aristocratic. Yeah, that's right. On Wednesday, we're going to have 3 of the quarterfinal ties playing their second game. I'm going to be playing against Spencer, and then there'll be Geo and Mr. Green, and Terminus and Fangs of Fire. So potentially 3 quarterfinals could be finalized by the end of Wednesday. Or maybe all 3 will get sent to a tiebreaker. Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out. Obviously, we're recording the perspective of my game, and then I'll try to record one of the other 2, but I can't guarantee it as of now. Just playing everything a little bit by ear at the moment. So we'll see. Okay, we saw that stake earlier, so there's no reason why you wouldn't use it now. Anabats. Okay. That's definitely a good use of that card. With their lack of movement, and Gdansk is the one who's the most advanced. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's another one in Zagreb, to be honest. If Peter was able to draw it. So it's really interesting. Dracula started in the extremity and then managed to get out. So, yeah. Now, Sister Agatha is in play. So we'll see if that is important later on. But they have to get onto Dracula first for that to be relevant. Pizzawizard just still doing his thing as Dracula, just laying down a bunch of stuff. Okay, Godalming going to get moved. As expected. Okay, straight back into Zurich. No Laird there, but, I mean, that or Nuremberg, they're both off the sort of the direct connection into the east. So, either way, it will delay Godalming just as far. Now we got fast horses, which is good to see. Have they materialized a little bit too late? We'll have to see. A lot can happen in this game. State being discarded. Mina's still supplying. I like the supplying, but I do fear that there'll be too much stuff in the east for one hunter to deal with, or Jack is able to stall there long enough. Especially if only Sud's got horses. That's going to cause some issues. Unless he supplied 2, and he's going to give 1 to Godalming. I assume he hasn't. As I said at the top, both of these are old hands at this game. They were both in the very first tournament. 2 years ago. Pizzawizard joined the community after me. I don't know when Aerol joined. Maybe not long after me. Maybe a little bit before Pizzawizard. Has always been participating in the Immortal Invitational as well. So yeah, both got a lot of experience. And there's the rumor token. And then one more move for Dracula, and then another one will be available. So we could definitely have a, 2 rumor tokens in a row here, or very close to each other, which will cause a lot of pressure. If either of them mature, then that's GG. Even if a non-rumored thing matures, more or less GG, because it will just put the Dracula so close to 13 points. You need a Vampire Lair to have any sort of real effect. Even then, it might not be enough. I like this positioning with Van Helsing. He could stay put in case Dracula swings around Ionian Tyrrhenian Sea, or could be railing up to Vienna to sort of help deal with this trail. Okay. What are they trading? They didn't... Well, they did. If they traded items, he didn't... Sue didn't give Godalming an extra one. So Godalming's still only on 2 items. I'd probably prefer them to be on 3 items each, but I guess it depends on what got traded. We'll have to see. One of them's going to have to go to Zagreb tomorrow, and if it's Godalming, he won't be able to resupply there, so he's going to have to... It's almost... it would be better if Godalming supplies... I think it'd been better there if Godalming had supplied... not supplied. If he'd given an extra item to Godalming, he moves on to Zagreb, and then Seward resupplies, and then he moves with horses onto Sarajevo. Or whoever has the horse has to supply, because they're able to make up the movement later. I think that would have been better. So if there are horses in this deck, then or maybe just keep Godalming here and he supplies the horses? On this turn? We'll have to see. That's a very scary trail to be dealing with Sunday week 2. And that's the thing, with the 8 points already, nothing can mature. Or nothing can be allowed to mature, I should say. So we'll have to see. If there's another bats or something in here, the hunters might even get to this rumor token in time. Hey, Strider is in the house. Hello, Strider. Renewed vigor. Interesting. Just to get to this rumor token? Maybe. What is going on? Yeah, good question. We had a lot. We had early combat one-on-one in Saragossa, but then Dracula managed to escape, get to climb on Ferran, fogged Seward, and then got out. Is this Pizzawizard? Yeah, Pizzawizard's playing as Dracula. I I thought Pizzawizard was playing as hunters. The spreadsheet was wrong. Oh, what? Seward, I think you need to deal with Vienna, mate. Oh, okay, he found the rumor token. Okay, if he can stake that now... Oh, but what was if this Vienna is like just a small, like, aristocratic vampire or something? Okay, okay, never mind. Oh, Van Helsing's going. But he's using Charlie Carriage. Yeah. Oh no, Strider was thinking this was Pizzawizard. He used Charlie Carriage just to get to Vienna. Oh man. That sucks. Wouldn't it be better just to... Oh, it's a desecrated soil. Wouldn't it just be better just to use your second action to try and get a better rail ticket? I guess it's broad as long, right? I guess it doesn't matter. This way it's saved up a night action for him. Oh, wow, he didn't even have... Wow, he didn't even have the Heavenly Host. That's most unfortunate. So Dracula gets the healing and he gets the 3 additional cards. Oof. But you have to check it, because you can't let anything mature at this point. A 3-point vampire would be okay if there is, if there was a vampire lair kicking around. Oh man, he had to use Renewed Vigor just to try and find the trail. I mean, fair enough, he got to Klausenberg and he's going to stake it, so that's really good. Aristocratic. Van Helsing can check Budapest. Akadami doesn't have horses, does he? I assume he doesn't. Sud can be a bit more aggressive and jump forward. Maybe he has to go to Bucharest and resupply. Well, Dracula's going to heal, which isn't great for the hunters. But at the same time, it's still 8 points. Van Helsing can deal with Budapest. Sud can deal with Bucharest. Godalming can deal with... something? Maybe he can get to Sarajevo and then get down to Valona tomorrow. Oh, wow. The fact he's off the rail line, if he doesn't have horses, that's a real problem. But if the hunters can manage to get rid of maybe 2 or 3 encounters today... Oh, he does have horses. Okay, that's alright then. Well, I know if they can deal with Sofia and Bucharest and Budapest today, they're getting ahead of the trail in terms of how quickly Dracula's throwing them down. Oh, wow, he could have actually jumped on him. Yeah, I think the hunters just have to deal with this trail ASAP, and then go from there. I don't think they can even think about... Oh, right, maybe he drew the horse with the renewed vigor. Right, okay, okay. I didn't see if he moved to Zagreb. Wait, where you going? Where you going? Whoa! I don't know about that move. I don't even know what you're going to do then, a one-on-one with a 13 health Dracula. I'd rather you just go to Bucharest. Or to Galatz. Bucharest would be better, actually. Because it could be Belgrade and then Sofia. Unlikely, but possible. I think you need to deal with this trail quickly. Unless Van Helsing deals with Budapest. Oh, he has dogs? Oh, man, that's unfortunate. I guess he had maybe no option based upon what he drew. Unless Van Helsing draws a rail ticket and he deals with Bucharest. But what about Galatz? Okay, stopping the hoax is good. Very good. Shame about the loss of stake, but I still feel in a situation like this, I really feel Seward should have gone to Bucharest, and then you don't need to necessarily stake Budapest, because the delay doesn't matter because you're dealing with Bucharest. You don't need to think about moving tomorrow. Don't know. Falling back to cut off Adriatic Sea Voyage. If you're falling back, you move to Vienna. Or move to Zagreb. I don't think you go to Sarajevo here. Unless he wants to go to Valona today. Like the turn coming up. Oh, if Dracula's not careful, he could get jumped on 2-on-1, but the thing is, we know Seward is down an item. It was a stake, but he's down an item. And Godalming only has at best one combat item, because he has dogs and horses. So maybe Dracula doesn't feel very threatened here, especially if he's sitting on top of a vampire. This is Galatz. This must be Galatz. Right, housing supplies. Don't mind it. He did get rid of the stake. But it just puts more pressure that Galatz is going to mature. I don't know. I really feel Seward should have just not even bothered about checking Dracula's location. I think you need to deal with Bucharest. You find that a turn earlier, so then you know if it's Bucharest, Belgrade. Or it could also be Klausenberg, Belgrade, Bucharest, I suppose. If it's Galatz, then you know it a turn earlier, so you can move Van Helsing across if necessary. If not, he can keep supplying. He got past him. He's in Athens now. Or in Salonika. Now, oh man. Okay, so that can get staked, but then how do you deal with the Rumour token? Is it a new vampire? Or is it an aristocratic? Or a reckless? How many new vampires have we seen? We saw the one in Toulouse that got wiped. Now the deck's reset. There hasn't been another one yet. Mesmerize. Oof, okay. Knife to block the fangs makes sense. Yeah, I think this is why, though, I think you have to go to Bucharest, because it tells you the trail order. So then, on the turn coming up, you don't have to guess. I don't think here the Huns were in... Unless they have a second renewed vigor in their back pocket, they're in no position. Nice punch. Nice punch. I don't think the Hunters are in any position to jump on Dracula. Especially if Godalming is down a combat item. Dogs isn't going to help him against Dracula. Protects against Spy. That's probably the one thing you want to carry dogs for in this situation. There's no Rufus Smith. I mean, Aggie is important. Fangs. Oh, didn't play knife. Okay. Pizzawizard took a huge risk playing Fangs there. Strider's telling me off for looking at the map. The toggle map button is there for a reason. I want to use it. In the downtime. No toggling. I will toggle now. Fangs again. Into knife. Oh, Seward could have... Oh, he's mesmerized, so he wouldn't have died. Oh, man, he didn't have to give a point. He could have stopped the point, though. Oh. Oh, that point's even more critical, because now he just needs a 4-point vampire to mature, and then the game ends instantly. Ooh. Still, to block the point is worth it. Oh man, Godalming. Don't do this. You're going to regret this. Oh, I don't know about that one. It's always Athens. Okay, it's a new vampire. Okay, they can stake the Reckless, and then they can team up on that. Okay, that's fine. Heroic Leap? Maybe, but Godalming's got to make sure he doesn't take too much damage in this combat. Otherwise, he can't use the Heroic Leap. If Dracula has gone Bucharest, Belgrade, that's fine, because Van Helsing can get there. If he's gone Galatz, Galatz is maturing. And if it's an aristocratic vampire, then all of this is for nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a hoax or aristocratic in Galatz. It's out of the way, it's easily ignored, it's a nice mature no matter what. Yeah, my viewing numbers went down from 10 to 9 the minute I said I was going to toggle. Maybe that's Strider. He's molding. He's just quit. Okay, good strength there. Expecting, the punch to counteract the plotting. Yeah, guys, gotta be careful. He takes 2 more damage. He can't heroic leap. He's got dogs. He's only got 1 combat item. Dracula hasn't got Rufus Smith to deal with, so he can go to C no matter what. Fangs is good. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. Yeah, even if they do team up on this stuff over here. Oh wow, newspaper reports, that's clutch. Oh, well. Can he get to Galatz, though? That's the problem. Oh, of course, he had the lucky find, didn't he? Oh, I forgot all about that. Well, he can get rid of the dogs. That's decent. But yeah, he's on 4 health. Unless he has Lucy's Revenge to couple with this. And maybe there's Great Strength kicking around. No, there's no Lucy's Revenge. What's the odds of Great Strength? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 events. Ugh. Holy Circle? Yeah, that would be decent. Once they've played the first round, I'll check the item discard pile. Holy Circle would be nice here. Yeah, yeah. Claws. Oh. I guess it won't matter if Godalming dies. Is Godalming gonna die? Nope. Great Strength. Okay, but Godalming is still on 2 health. He's in kill range of anything. Claws would guarantee. I mean, Fangs would as well. What's in the discard pile? Oh, the deck's just reset. Oh wow, the 3 dogs got discarded. Yikes. Maybe he got Holy Circle, but then... Did he have Heavenly... He had a Heavenly Hose earlier, unless he drew a second one. So he had to get rid of Rifle. So is the Heavenly Hose the thing he picked up with Lucky Find? Or has he obtained something like a Holy Circle with Lucky Find? Now that would be nice, if he done the 4 damage to Dracula and now he gets out. Dracula might be tempted to feed, but with Sword nearby, would he do it? Fangs. Good dodge. Nice dodge. Is this delaying the inevitable, though? As Strider said in chat, if Godalming dies, that's GG. You'd get the 4 points he needs. Yeah. Mesmerize. Oh, he drew a pistol. Oh. Okay. If Dracula now fangs Godalming, he'll obtain an extra point, but will not kill Godalming. Because remember, when you have the Mesmerize Fangs combo at night... Dracula does not do damage. The hunter gets bitten instead. As Godalming here, do you try to escape? Mesmerize. You do try to escape. No claws, but the Mesmerize is still good. Keeps him in the combat. So I guess now, it all depends on what Dracula's drawn. If Dracula has drawn a Strength and Fangs, that's perfect. Because he can Strength this round, then Fang the next round. He'll kill one of the 2 rounds, or he'll bite one of the 2 rounds. Let's see what he does here. Strength. Into a pistol? Yep. That's a dead Godalming. That's GG. Well played, Pizzawizard. Reigning champion is 1-0 up in the quarterfinals. Oh, wow. Pizzawizard was in a really sticky spot earlier with the Saragossa and Clermont-Ferrand, but was able to bite Godalming in Saragossa to get a point. And then in Clermont-Ferrand, it only ended up being a 1-on-1, but there was a fog. All ready to go. and then the horses were at the bottom. Right. Yeah. Which is a problem. When the horses are at the bottom, that's a huge problem. But again, it's kind of what I was saying, that you have this situation where, in the end, you go for that early aggression and surrounding Dracula, but then in the end, you don't have the movement to then follow up, right? If you don't kill Dracula, Dracula can outrun you, or at least keep pace. But wolf form gives Dracula double movement. Things like bats and saboteurs keeps that, hunter in front further behind. I'm going to just ask what was in Galatz. I'm just interested if that was going to end the game. Yeah, I know, Strider. I didn't know. Oh, it was a reckless. Okay, fair. Yeah, I know. According to the spreadsheet, Pizzawizard was supposed to be playing Hunters today. So I was caught off guard when I jumped into the game and suddenly saw this was the configuration. I'm going to fix it now. Yeah, that's right. In all 4 quarterfinals, the highest seed has won the opening game. And obviously, the way that the tournament format works, the highest seed always picks the role they want in the first game. So Pizzawizard here chose to be Dracula, which is interesting. I mean, Pizzawizard's been very good on both roles, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. But Fort was able to maybe... I guess maybe Pizzawizard might be thinking if this was going to be a defeat in the first game, then he'd be able to make a comeback in game 2 rather than suddenly being crap. Now got to play Dracula in game 2. I'm not sure. Oh no, he hit the mute button on the keyboard while playing, so the recording doesn't have the voice. Oh no. Oh man. If you hadn't pulled the fog, I think it would have had you. I don't know if that's the case. I mean, Sword would have done a lot of damage to Dracula, sure, but then again, if Dracula just draws all the strengths and breaks all the stuff, so... But, I think he had to get at least a 2-on-1. I really feel... I don't know if this... the Psychic Scan was nice. I don't know where's Gyro when you need him to rate the what's it called? We need Gyro here to rate the efficiency of that psychic scan. Okay, well, I did the job. If switching up the setup shook him, then yeah, that's what you want to do. But the thing is, like, Clown Ferran being good, again, there's no forewarn, so I guess it wouldn't matter. But if Pizzawizard hadn't drawn that fog, I feel you need to try and gamble there for something that's not a 3-on-1. It's very risky if you move to Clown Ferran, he's not there, because you've now moved off a rail line, and you have little movement. But, I think maybe you had to take the gamble. I think moving Van Helsing first makes sense, because then you save the sense of emergency. And at least then, if Van Helsing finds him, then you can use sense of emergency to get a 2-on-1, at least, if you've used the Psychic Scan. I think maybe you play off the idea that Dracula has gone to Gallia anyway, because then wolf forming from there gives him more options. But then again, because it's is the more obvious move that he would make, then maybe Dracula would not do that. It's not as simple as that. So I don't know. I don't... It would have definitely been a different situation if Sud had got into a good fight, but one-on-ones are always a bit tricky. Seward could have done a lot of damage to Dracula, but also arguably if Dracula timed the strengths right, could have broken most of Seward's stuff. And then what? Then Seward, the Hunters would even be further behind, because even if they've managed to do, let's say, 2 or 3 damage to Dracula, if you had Heroic Leap, okay, then maybe that could have worked out. But suddenly the Hunters are in the same position in terms of movement. Yeah, Dracula's down a few health, but they still don't have the movement advantage. So when they're going to get onto him to catch him? So you got to be a bit careful as Hunters, that you got to don't expend all your resources. If you realize that the horses are at the bottom, and that's awful. I mean, that's a bit, it's somewhat poor luck. That the item deck is not cooperating with you. But at the same time, it's kind of the key thing with this game. Doesn't matter what side you're playing, you have to adapt. If you realize that something is not working, then just be a little bit careful. If you fully commit into an area, like they all fully committed onto that border region between Iberia and Gallia, which isn't a bad move, because you did block off a lot of the sea spaces and things. But, yeah. Sorry about the confusion. I was always going to play Dracula first. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Maybe I read the spreadsheet wrong. If I read the spreadsheet wrong, then fair enough. Maybe you did say... Did you say in the Discord, maybe? Oh, no, you did say... You said in the Discord you'd be happy playing Dracula first. To be fair, I didn't scroll up the chat. So... That's alright, don't worry. I can easily change the thumbnail and stuff. No problem. Yeah, congratulations for the win. Pizzawizard Aerol. Oh, I mean, to be fair, the spreadsheet doesn't say what role you're playing first. It just says Game 1. I was just an idiot and just read your name on the left-hand side and went, oh, you're Hunters. I just assumed you were going to play Hunters first. That was my fault. Okay, completely my fault. Not your fault, Pizzawizard, or Aerol for that matter. That was entirely me not reading the chat and just making assumptions about what role people are playing. I'll fix the thumbnail. That's entirely my own fault. It's true. In the Discord, you did say you'd play Dracula first. To be fair, when did you say that? The 7th. That was only 5 days ago. Well, 4 days ago. But my memory is terrible at the best of times. And too much has been happening to me these last few days. So, I wouldn't have remembered that information. I should have just checked. I should have asked you. I had ample time to ask you and I didn't. So it's entirely my fault. I'll fix it. Anybody watching this back will say, what are you talking about? The thumbnail and the title are fine. So I'm sorry. But, so yeah, it was just a case of, yeah, Hunters... Seemingly, at the time, I didn't think they were overcommitting, but in the end, because of the way the wolf form worked out, had overcommitted into those positions. And... Therefore... they didn't have the movement to chase. And Pizzawizard astutely observed that was the case, and then laid down the encounters in such a way that there'd be delays. The bats was really good. That was the kind of thing you really need. The spy in Zurich 2 to create, real issues in terms of resupplying. Peter says, I feel better on Hunters no matter what the win rate says. Yeah, I get it too. I was the same in the league. I was 6 wins on both, but if you gave me the choice, I'd always say I feel slightly more comfortable on Hunters. Even though I'd probably say a lot of my Hunter games were more difficult. I just probably back myself more on Hunters. It's kind of weird. We'll have to see. I don't know. Maybe the next round you'll switch it and go back onto Hunter's first game, right? It all depends. We'll have to... We'll just have to see. But yeah, all 4 higher seeds have won their first quarterfinals. So, really good going. But, as I said, nothing is over. There's still the second games to be played. We have to... we'll have 3 of the quarterfinal game 2s on... I don't even know if that makes sense. English. On Wednesday. Myself versus Spencer Wolfhart. I'll be playing as Dracula in that one. Fangs of Fire versus Terminus. Fangs will be playing as Hunters in that one. And Mr. Green and Geo, where you got Mr. Green playing as Dracula, Geo as Hunters. And then when is your other game, Pizzawizard? The 15th. When's the 15th? Friday. At this time on Friday. Okay. So maybe by Friday we might know all 4 semi-finalists. Or maybe not. Maybe they're all going to have to go to tiebreakers. We'll have to see. The mystery and the excitement of the knockout phase. Anyway. So yeah, that's a nice short, quick game. I like that a lot. Well played to both players. Congratulations to Pizzawizard. Number 1 seed is 1-0 up. Couldn't ask for anything more. Yeah, we'll see how it goes in the next set of games. I will record my perspective. That'll probably be the first game that will be put onto YouTube. Would be my game against Spencer Wolfhart. But then we'll see if we can get some of the other ones streamed and such. But anyway, so yeah, thank you for watching. And apologies, Roscoe is not with me. Last minute cancellation. He's feeling a little bit under the weather, so hopefully he's feeling better now. And I'm sure Roscoe will be able to join me for another commentary very soon. And yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. A very enjoyable game. Lots of action-packed, to say the least. And yeah, we'll see you in live stream very soon. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Pizzawizard, who joined towards the end, of course, after the game. Thanks for Fire, Geordie. Thank you very much. And I know, and Strider, of course, was commenting as well. I know a lot of people who are watching who were not talking, but that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much for watching. And anybody who's watching this back after the fact, thank you very much. And yeah, see you in the next video very soon. Can I defeat Spencer Wolfhart? Find out next time.